Hi, I'm in a shitty mood because I'm a 30-year-old trying to date and it's just painful. Did you eat something?
Haha, you want some broccoli, don't you? You funny silly dog. But gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Desert Ampo. Do you want some broccoli as well? Oh, I don't think so, looking at your face. But anyway, guys, we have a very unhappy and miserable 30-year-old single and childless woman. So, the ordinary... waiter, can I have the usual, please? Here you go. And I also have a rant, because in the last video, the audio was cracking all the time. It should be fixed by now. Apologies for that, gentlemen. But I'll leave it for later, because I don't want people tuning into a video and there's a mummy cussing for 5 minutes straight. So we'll leave that for later. Now, let's go back to this woman and see why she's so unhappy.
I'm feeling rather annoyed right now. Whenever I feel annoyed, I feel like I need to pop off on something, and that something is usually TikTok. So I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old set of standards that I held for myself. I'm like, okay, I need what the fuck? I need really high standards. I have high standards.
This woman needs a course on how to eat spaghetti. Look at that spaghetti.
Held for myself. I'm like, okay, I need what the fuck? I need really high standards. I have high standards, and I do. But I feel like with dating, I've kind of realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with certain things that you need to have. And I've been relaxed on that, and I'm still just not seeing or feeling how I feel like I'm supposed to be feeling, and it's just kind of upsetting because I'm like, okay, not that I'm lowering my standards, I just feel like I'm opening up a little bit more and growing up, realizing that maybe certain things that I used to think were negatives are actually positives, and I don't know how to navigate it. I'm in this weird limbo of trying to grow, trying to learn, and you know when you make excuses for someone in your head, and then you kind of calm yourself down.
Is trying to learn, guys. Well, there's only one thing I can say. I have to thank God that my life doesn't depend on any way on these women. Because let's say this woman is a pilot. If she needs the same time to figure out aerodynamics in the same way, in the same time that she needs to figure out bad boys, we will just die, okay? The whole plane is gonna crash. If this woman was an engineer, and you need something fixed, if you need the same amount of time to fix this one issue that it takes you to figure out that bad boys are bad boys and how to attract a decent man, you're just gonna be unservable. I don't understand how you can be a human individual. We are the dominating species of our world. Your body is so complex, your mind is so complex, or so would you think. Yet you can't figure out how to attract a man, really? Nature has gifted you with attractiveness and being appealing to men. They already go bonkers without you having to do anything. You just have to sit there and look like a cutie patootie, and that just seals the deal. And you somehow manage to still fail. We men, on the other hand, are not cutie patooties. We don't get to sit on our ass and women flocking towards us, We have to earn it. We have to provide. We have to be strong. We have to be tall. God forbid you're not tall, We have to do things. You don't have to do anything. The only thing required out of women is to keep their purity and innocence and mannerisms, and all that. Guys, it's the only thing they gotta do. Just excuse me, just don't go the opposite direction. Nature has already given you what you need, and they still fail.
And then you're like, do I need to be making those excuses? I'm just feeling defeated because it's really hard to start over for time and time again and again, when open yourself emotionally up to dating. I don't know.
Yeah, guys, it's so hard dating as a woman. It's so hard having hundreds of options. It's so hard winning guys' hearts just by being attractive. It's so hard. It's just so hard. But now, oh, sorry, this one is for later. First, let's cover this one, guys. I don't want to... This was a jump scare, but we're gonna jump into Granny Gertrude later. Let's move on to this one first.
If you feel behind in life because you haven't gotten married, or you don't have a boyfriend, or you don't have children, I don't think you're paying attention. If you have any reservations on whether or not you want to get married or have children, you need to not do that. There's some people who dream their whole lives of being a wife and a mother, and I really empathize for those people. But we really need to start having bigger dreams than that. The reason why the world is falling apart is because men have had all the power for all of time. Positions of power have either been totally withheld from us having them, or we've been too busy being wives and mothers to even begin to pursue them. The world's not going to change until women have more power. And if we're going to have power, much more of us need to start focusing on obtaining positions of power than being wives and mothers. 60% of all marriages end in divorce. That is not a good bet. That's not a good investment to make. You live in a unique time where you can pursue these positions.
Have to pause it. Oh, that's not a good bet. Oh, you think so, you fucking dumbass? Who initiates those divorces? You all know the magical number. I'm not gonna repeat it. Who initiates those divorces? Oh, it's not a good bet. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's not a good bet, don't you say. It's not a good bet. Not for you, though. You get a full package of benefits for breaking off that contract. Not us men. What we get is a dildo from the behind. That's what we men get out of marriage. Not you, though. You get everything in the divorce.
To make. You live in a unique time where you can pursue these positions of power. Women are obtaining these positions of power, but we need more of us doing it. I just looked up videos for advice for women in their 30s because I'm about to enter my 30s, and the only videos I found were about not being worried about how you don't have a husband yet, you can still meet your husband, not being worried about having children yet because you can still have children. Like, that seems to be our primary concern. And I'm not saying that those two things are always traps.
No, yeah, because women are wired to want those things more than men. Men still do, but less so. Men are more wired to work and provide. You know, the way nature wanted it, the way God intended it to be. And you think that filling your life with a bunch of work is going to solve your desire for growth? It's not. Also, another thing worth mentioning, guys, we hear this with the patriarchy, you know, oh, men had always had the power. It's so funny, you know, because I just picture the average man throughout history, which was probably some dude working the fields, you know, 12 hours a day. I don't know, guys. I just don't see him holding any power. The average man has been working his ass off, and that's that. You know, or the average man during the Industrial Revolution, some dude working 15-hour shifts. What power does he have? Okay, just because the rulers of humanity have been predominantly male throughout history, I don't see that being correlated to men in general having power. The people who had power were novelty and royalty, you know, and you had women there as well. But mostly it was men, yeah, most kings were men, most rulers were men. Well, all right, but they make up 0.0001% of the population, okay? The rest of the population were more or less the same, men and women. They had the same power, which is none. Okay, you didn't have any power, being some poor bastard in 5th century, in a 5th century village, you know. So I know I don't get this whole thing about the patriarchy, guys. I really don't.
But they can certainly be traps if they end up being the wrong situation. And so many women are rushing into these situations, not realizing that they're pretty much signing a contract for the rest of their lives. Please think very long and hard if that's something that you actually want, or if it's something that you feel like you should want. So
contract for the rest of your life. No, don't worry, you can get divorced through no-fault divorce and dump his ass for no reason. In fact, you can cheat on him and then still divorce him, you know? It's alright, you don't have to worry, oh, it's the rest of your life. No, don't worry, nobody sticks to their vows. It's alright, people are getting divorces left, right, and center. It's 7th divorce already. Nobody's forcing you to stay there your whole life. I wish they would. You know, if you make some vows, stick to them. It should be penalized for you breaking a contract, right? In the same way you do at work, you sign a contract, and if you break it, you get penalized. But not in marriage. You can break however many vows you want and nobody will say anything about it. So yeah. Not exactly the way this one frames it.
much of your precious time and energy and effort go into these pursuits. Imagine if they went into other things. Imagine if they went into things that could actually change the world. We have to start wanting more for ourselves. The world will change with more women in positions of power. And that's something that's truly worth aspiring to. That's something worth dedicating your life toward.
So sad, such a sad message. Can you imagine thinking that you're going to change the world more by doing what these women do, which is have a 9 to 5 under some annoying manager, than by actually having a kid, you know, and having a strong family? So brainwashed. But anyway, gentlemen, it's time. The time has come for our channel favorite, Granny Gertrude. Here she is. Where are the glasses?
Men are yelling loud.
Here they are, guys. Are you ready for her to take off her glasses? I love it. So, men are telling women what they want and women hear them. Okay, let's have a listen.
Men are yelling loud and clear what they want, but women aren't listening either, I guess. That's why they're in the same boat. You know, actually, you're wrong, sir. We hear you loud and clear. That's why we're running away from you. We hear you. We hear when men say, we want to be fed hot meals, we want peace, we want schmegs, we want respect.
Oh, all those bad things, you know, guys. Wanting respect, wanting love, wanting good food and S3X, all those bad, terrible things. Watch her go nuts over this.
We hear men saying all of the things they need to extract from women, and we hear that they are not saying anything that they can offer us other than an oil change and someone to clean the gutters. We hear you. We hear men saying...
Wait. You mentioned two things. Those two things are already 50%. They cover 50% of the male demand. Because according to your own words, male demands are boiled down to 4 things. Respect, friendship, sex, and food. So, cleaning your gutters and fixing the sink, that already covers 50% of it, alright? I'm sure you can figure 2 things more. And also, guys, this whole thing about all men want to extract from us, as if we view relationships as just some servant. No, we don't. I was watching some memes on Instagram today, you know, and I every so often get a video from a woman just smiling or being polite, or maybe someone pranks a woman on the street and she reacts nicely, she reacts in a kind way, or she has a laugh about it. And the comments are always, the most liked comment is some dude saying, oh, this woman is so charming, she's so pure, she's so, you know, funny, oh, is she single, you know, give me her Instagram. That's what really men want. Like, all it takes to impress a man, the key to a man's heart, is being a nice woman, a polite woman, a good friend. That's it. You know, good food, you making us a sandwich, that's bonuses, of course. No man views a relationship as, oh, you have to do these things, or you have to make me a sandwich each day, you have to clean the whole house. Nobody prioritizes that. Nobody. Really, the key to a man's heart is the total opposite of this video, in which you're being a whiny, bratty bitch of a witch. That's what men run away from. Okay? And all men want is for you to be polite, nice, and they're gonna feel naturally attracted to you. They can't help it. We can't help it, guys, when we see a nice woman, okay? But this woman is not. So this is why she's got it all wrong.
Saying feed them, fuck them, and leave them alone. And we're really focused on the leave them alone part. We're leaving you alone. Because we hear you loud and clear. We hear you saying what you want, and we realize it doesn't align with what we want. We want a companion. We want a romantic best friend. We want a partner. And feed them, fuck them, leave them alone doesn't align with that. That's service work. Women don't want to be service workers. We hear you. You don't have to scream. You can whisper it. It's okay. We know what you want. You're just mad that we're refusing to give it to you.
No, I'm not mad. No, nobody is mad. Because this woman is incapable of providing you that, you know? So, hey, I'm not looking for it. I'm not mad at, say, a rock because I can eat it, because I understand the rock is inherently not capable of feeding me, you know? Like and subscribe for the analogies, guys. But this is what I came up with. We men understand that you are the type of woman who is incapable of giving us what we want. So we're not mad. Do whatever you want. Knock yourself out. You know what I mean? We as a whole see society is incapable from the female side of providing what men want, which is loyalty and good companionship. You cannot do none of those two things, right? So anyways, guys, let's move on to our article. And as I mentioned in my previous video where we covered Granny Gertrude again, she says, oh, I want romantic relation, companionship. No, you don't. Okay, women, the 70% who are initiating divorces mostly because of no-fault divorce, they're not leaving the relationship because they don't have companionship. Who knows what companionship is? What is that? What's tangible about that? How can you please these women? Nobody knows, not even them. Nobody knows how to please these women. Sorry, I don't want to get into a contract where I'm going to get my ass handed back to me because of your mental paranoias and because you are impossible to please. So knock yourself out. Nobody's interested in marriage anymore. Now, guys, to the articles. I got posted in one of those, are we dating the same Facebook group, guys? Facebook groups, sorry. Are we dating the same guy Facebook groups? One of the cringiest places on earth. Title kind of explains it. I got posted in one of those, are we dating the same person Facebook groups? But instead of the girl asking if I was dating anyone else, she asked the group if I had any red flags. I have only been on 4 to 5 dates with this girl, and I'm unsure how to feel. I kind of feel like my privacy has been breached. Also, I feel like it shows a lot about her character, insecurity, and potential trust issues. Am I overreacting? On the first comment here, guys. Yeah, you're overreacting. Just making sure you're a safe person and treat other women with respect. If you've proved yourself with those things, look, you moron, nobody's proving themselves, alright, you bastard? Oh, you're overreacting. No, you're not. They're posting your pictures on some bullshit-ass Facebook group because these women cannot pick a good man for the life of it. Of course you are not overreacting. It's cringe. If you need a freaking Facebook group to be sharing the men you take to bed in order to see if there are red flags, probably the problem is in you, okay? Probably you are the problem and your selection of men. So, if you've proved yourself to be those two things, then nobody will have anything bad to report, and she moves on with dating you. Oh, thank you, you know, God bless. I passed the test. I've proved myself. You know, nobody has anything bad to report. Let me take a look at the reports. Oh yeah, you've done a good job. Okay, you've proven yourself. You are eligible for dating. Man, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? These pages have legitimately saved so many women from extremely predatory and abusive men. Again, if you need a Facebook group to not pick some felon to date, the problem is in you. Okay? Let's read one more from a woman. I guess the first one is a woman as well, right? Yeah, it's a woman. Of course, a bullshit comment like that has to be made by a woman. As a woman, I hate how people are using that page now. It used to be a legitimate place to post guys who actually did crappy things, lied, were married, etc. Now guys are getting posted just in case, without a reason. I'd hate to know someone did that to me without it being warranted. Oh, really? No, but I thought that you have to prove yourself, you see? Oh, what? You would hate some bastard that you don't even know posting all your photos in some group filled with feminists and idiots? So yeah, I wouldn't continue. It's just weird. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Just dump her ass, tell her that she's insane, tell her that she's clinically insane and needs to see a therapist, tell her that also she's a bitch and to go better about picking men and that she doesn't need a Facebook group to do it, and that's it. These women, guys, these women that are filling these toxic groups are the women that will be hooking up with some felon. Alright, they're the ones that will go out of their way to pick the bad boys over and over again. And then this woman tries to blame this guy who's been on 4 to 5 dates during his life, you know. Anyway, let's move to our last one, guys, because I have a burning question. Maybe you can answer. What's the reason why men send banana pics? So I'm really interested in this topic because personally they don't do it for me, but I've had men literally carpet bomb my inbox with them before. So I'm asking very truthfully, why do men send banana pics? Are you chasing it? Are you chancing it? Excuse me. Do you want a shag? Do you believe that women want those photos? Would you send a banana pic to someone that you are serious about? Would you send one to someone you saw as girlfriend material? How do you view women who send naughty photos back? Look, guys, I have a burning question because I've never seen this strategy work, right? Just sending some... we're not talking about a girlfriend. We're talking about some woman who a lot of the times these guys haven't even talked to, right? So before they send the hi message, they send their wieners. And I've never seen this strategy to work. Never. I've never heard of one woman, and I've asked women, have you ever shaked up with someone who just sent you a banana pic? And they always say no, okay? They always get weirded out. They find it creepy. I don't know why men do this, alright? So let's hear one answer here. I'm assuming that you're asking based on you are non-consensually getting these sent to you. If I had to guess, it's because they have humiliation fetish. They get off by the fact that a woman saw their wiener. They legit think you'll be impressed by it and want to have SVX with them. I mean, look, this is another point. Maybe women should be impressed. You know, maybe if you send a good picture, they should be impressed and say, oh, please, you know, get me pregnant. But it just doesn't work that way. This is what I don't understand. I mean, guys who send those pics, don't you get the idea that the 7th time you send your unsolicited wiener and they block you, maybe it's not a strategy that works? What I don't get. They're just trolling and know they can get away with it because they've done it before with no consequence, or they are horny and their horny mind thought it was a good idea to send you it. Well, I think that comment pretty much covers it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this thing. Personally, I don't understand why men do it. It has a 0% chance of working. Never seen it work once. But hey, maybe you have to keep trying, you know? If you never try, you're never gonna succeed, maybe. You know, maybe 27th time is the charm. I don't know. But gentlemen, thank you for watching. Leave me your opinions down below, and I'll be happy to see you on the next one. Have a good one.